Oh, g'day, mates. How you going? Yeah, it's been a little while, hasn't it? We haven't been asleep at the wheel or nothing. I have someone to blame for reason that it's been so long since the last upload, mate. And simply put, it's Eurocars. Let me explain. Look, mate, Eurocars set the standard for like styling and performance and luxury. So many companies just copy Euro designs, right? You know, from like Beamers and Mercs up to Lambos and Pagani's, and then like technically Tony's a Eurocar. Just a different kind of Eurocar. You know, love Tony all the same. And legit, a Golf from the 1990s is gonna drive better than a 2009 Goober. It's just gonna. And the thing is, you don't just pay with money upon buying these. You know, it's why they're more expensive. You pay for it later. Case in point, my stinking CLS. You know, just a hero car. One of many, but one that I covered all the same. It's a rear-wheel drive, luxury, muscle car. Like, you can just let it loose. It's so amazing, mate. It's got a 5.5 litre V8, and it's like a high-tech 5.5 litre V8, mate. Its output is nuts. Mate, it's nearly 400 horse, mate. It's like a sleeper luxury muscle thing. I adore this kind of car. And then it's also a total road pillow with its full air ride suspension, which does work. Beautiful interior. It's so quiet. And then going up the big hills, mate, it uses no revs at all. It's such a couch cushion. And then part of car history, the fact that it actually looks like the concept car. That is so rare with these things. It looks just like it. And I think this is a good looking car of all time. It's over 20 years old, right? That's so old for a car, and it still gets me going, mate. And also, the way it pulls it off being this amazing bespoke luxury car that can, like, you know, let its pants down and become like this crazy muscle machine is that it's maniacally complicated. There's enough engineering here for both cars to exist under this thing. So yeah, compared to like a Chevy small block or something, you see how many hoses and wires and cables and things that are running all over the place. That's how it drives so nice while outputting so much power so comfortably, yet with some... It's like having your cake and eating it too. You pay for it. How? With complexity. And that isn't an issue when it's a brand new machine with a warranty. It's designed to last at least until the end of the warranty. After that point, you're on your own. And beyond that, you're just hoping somebody, including Mercedes, is still making the parts for it. And now that these cars are hitting 20, it's a nightmare factory. This thing has been horrible to be around, despite the fact that the interior is amazing, completely overhauled. This car is so good. Here's the thing though, remember when those chunks of gearbox were found in the gearbox? Well, currently the gearbox has been feeling like there's chunks of gearbox missing out of it. About this much. It shudders and rumbles. I think I've had over 40 something cars in my history. Mate, I lived out in the country as a musician. You know, you pick up a car for $100. I've been a member of the free car club so many times. I know what a car feels like when it wants to quit, and the CLS currently feels like impending failure. I got scammed so bad from that used car salesman. All ears are going, why don't you just smash another gearbox in it? And here's the thing, I hate the gearbox in this thing. It's a 7-speed auto. Like, the Nissan Leaf has ruined automatics for me, because if it's about doing as little as possible, that's how you do it. All the throttle response and torque you can handle. Yeah, automatics are just so slushy and clumsy. It doesn't know what gear it wants to be in. I have no control over how the power's delivered, but even still, I would manual swap it. You know, it shares the chassis with an E-Series, and they did manual versions of that with this exact motor in it. And James thinks it's doable, so you're all going, oh, do it. That's just, it's a maniacal amount of work, and just so much money. Even though it would make my dream car, the ultimate dream car, a version of it that wasn't sold, a manual CLS, doesn't exist. That's not happening for at least a year, maybe longer. Yep, I'm giving up on it. Again. Worst car I've owned. It's lucky it's so damn beautiful and a hero car of mine that it's like, fine, it's the best it's ever been currently, and it just gets wrapped up in storage and waits again. Because it's just not worth it. It's just so expensive and complicated to even just replace the gearbox in it, and so... off it goes. Oi, time for car story number 2. While the Goober was being absolutely punished with Pepsi and Nutella, a lot of people were like, you're ruining a car that works. how dare you, surely someone you know could need and use a car. And it is true, there are friends of mine that do need to use and borrow cars at times. The Goober, I'm just gonna be honest, it drives terrible. It's not nice to drive. And the reason why the Goober survived all the punishment is it doesn't even have variable cam timing. It's such a Stone Age engine that there's nothing to really spoil. But the problem is that it drives like that. But not in a cool, like, 1970 sports car way, but in like a very cheap 2009 make the cheapest car in Australia way. Behind the scenes, guys, I have about 20 cars. That's how invested in this channel I am, right? If you haven't subscribed or nothing. That's how committed I am to playing around with cars. And one of them is this 2000 and mid something, was it 4th gen, 5th gen? I don't know Golfs, I really don't. But a friend of mine was moving overseas and needed to sell his car, and I like it. It's black with tan interior, you know I'm a sucker for that. And also, it's got a 6-speed manual. That's incredible. And it's a Golf. I've never owned a Golf, and it's that daddy of hatchbacks, right? This, like, spawned the good small car. And that's why I took it on, and one of my oldest mates ever needed wheels to get around with. It does start and run, but I can't hand it off to anyone until it gets a proper service. And also, it's got the engine light on. So yeah, fangled EFI cars, I mean, you can plug into their crappy dinosaur computers that do nearly nothing, and then, like, see what is it whinging about.
Still deciding what kind of protocol it wants.
I can read.
P0441.
And then you got to figure out what that is.
And P2279. Okay, P0441 is an evaporative emission system incorrect purge flow. So that's probably, that could even be that split hose actually.
Yeah.
Intake air system leak. That could be that split hose actually.
I'm glad it's not like engine knock, engine terminal or something like you know, like effed gearbox. It's just like split hose, hopefully. Can't wait to see how crap it is to service these things. I bet you this is gonna stink in some way. I always love this bit, like actually seeing underneath a car, because you never get this angle. You know, you'd never see this lovely Y-joint here in the exhaust. And all the Americans fawning at our lack of rust. It's because it's dry here. You should see my feet. These are like they're made out of plastic. I know they're not, they're just painted, but they look plastic. It's pretty dry under here. Oh.
Split CV boot.
No, you found the wet. All right. Well, other than that, I mean...
Yeah, it's not raining from everywhere like the other Golf.
No, it's like desert dry looking.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
What?
The Volkswagen logo.
Oh, cool. Oh, shit, I'm just terrified you could be like, oh no. But no, we're actually just finding Easter eggs. Yeah. This is what you're paying for. There's ones in the headlights as well. Like, it's like Disney hiding that effing mouse everywhere. It just dawned on me that the Goober is only 2 years newer than this. And you just see how crazily over-engineered and like bogged up this is.
That's supposed to be.
You think the engine mount's gone?
No, I don't.
Oh, good. I don't want to do it anyway.
It just looks like, it's just meant to have, like it. It's meant to have lots of movement. Oh, it's to catch the plug on the end of the oil filter.
I see.
I like this though. This is a drain plug for the oil filter. It means you can drain the oil out of the filter before you take it off.
Oh, killer!
Yeah. I've got an LSD.
Does it?
Sure. I mean, they're both going the same direction.
Wow. You think it's got an LSD?
Well, otherwise they'd be turning opposite directions.
Cool. I mean, it is the 6-speed, right? You know?
Yeah. All right.
Huh?
Is there another step?
I don't know. Oh, is it like vacuum extraction or something? It's like, so this is handy for dealers and no one else.
I don't know.
Well, take it off all natural and just have it dump everywhere like old. Yeah, I bet you it's like vacuum. The whole thing plastic or metal?
Plastic.
The whole thing is plastic.
The whole thing's plastic.
Oh, Garbo, no, take it back. Nah, this sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, yay. Oh.
All right.
It's not on the floor though. That's good. James, why are you walking around with it? What do you...
Just want something to put the filter in where it's not going to leak everywhere.
Oh, it smells like a magnet. That oil has been had.
Yes. I think this pushes up to release it. Yeah, it does.
Huh.
So I could have done it with a hose.
Yeah, but you did push on it, didn't you?
Not hard enough, obviously.
Called a man filter. The entire housing is plastic, by the way. So I hate it. Sounds like a Kinder Egg toy. Cheap, nasty crap. This oil is pretty smelly as well. Like, it just reeks of just carbon.
Oh, we're done.
What the hell is this?
What are you holding?
It's a tool for the hose clamp.
Okay. Most McDingler thing I've ever seen. People think those aren't automotive hooks, like you've just raided a dentist, but it's like, whoa! I'm in the spray zone.
It's coming out everywhere.
Oh, you're going for the full dome?
Well, it's just spraying everywhere.
German's such a fun language. Nicht Oberfüllen. Ah, look, you can't put a funnel in it. That's heaps crap. What? I bet you their bespoke garage tool fits in there for easy filling, but that's dumb. It's like those anti-skating bumps they put in public to stop kids skateboarding, stopping people responsibly filling their oil. Dishwasher filler.
Yeah, it was to fill the salt in the bottom of our dishwasher that we don't have anymore.
Oh well.
Nah.
It is still a pretty cavernous opening, and it does kind of have like a bucket lip around it.
Yeah, if you miss, it's not going to flow everywhere. It's just going to wash the dirt that's around there into the engine.
Oh, okay, that's worse. No, take it back. Bad. This is all the red we've got. And yeah, because the heater pipes all in here are all still full of the red. We got to use the red. So hopefully this is enough.
Probably should have used a funnel for this.
I mean, we had too much punch. So yeah, just go and drive and see what happens.
Up switch or a down one?
Ooh,
That's interesting.
they look good too.
Yeah.
So there's no oil leaking in there.
No, that's a very good thing.
These are meant to have 3 dingles on it, according to James. A 3-dingled spark plug.
The new ones have.
Yeah. I had 4 dingle ones.
Yeah, 4's normal. This has only got 1, so the new ones are different.
Mono dingles.
Yeah, mono dingles.
Right. Well, we're upgrading to 3 dingles. James buying spark plugs at the disco. Laser platinum. What? Whoa. Try dingle. That's so good. It's got a Mr. T thing going on. I like it. Actually putting anti-seize stuff on your plugs so you can get them back out at some point. Because, I mean, plugs are meant to last like 30, 40,000 kilometers. So that's a long time and a lot of hot-cold cycles. So, yeah, you grease them up.
A lot of people don't care about the next guy who works on the car, except for I'm the next guy.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, he split hoses, James found.
Yeah, split here,
Yep.
split here,
Whoop.
split here.
Yep.
And I haven't even kept looking, that's just from me accidentally bumping it
Oh,
off.
I never thought of that.
Yeah.
They're all as old as each other,
Yep.
every one of these hoses.
Yeah.
Shout out the VW for the cheapest hose I've ever held. Right? If you could get like rubber hoses from the Royal Adelaide show, they would feel like this. James is lost in the hose dimension. Just looking for any hoses. I mean, it's just vac hose. It's not that big of a deal. Except it is, because the car gets grumpy without it. The best part, that broken vac hose was for the power assisted vacuum brake bit, like for the booster. So the fact that the brakes worked fine, amazing. This actually looks tidier than the factory hose. I appreciate it. Ooh,
Fluffy.
wow.
I got to choose between one that had the fluff or one that didn't have the fluff.
We went for no fluff.
I went for one with the fluff.
Oh, we did get fluff.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
It's actually, that would be fine to go again.
Well, we've got another one, and these fit nothing else. So we might as well.
That is true.
We might as well use the new one. Bah. Might as well put it in. Oh, and appreciate the angle on the terminals. So you
Yeah.
can get a fitting on them.
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
That's nice.
Reach this. Yeah, there you go. In there.
Yeah, cabin filter gone. Oh, that's lovely. I like it. We've got a fresh man. That's a bad noise.
It's gone.
Yay!
I was just getting the oil pressure up because the filter was empty.
That's awful.
Engine light's off still. The steering light is on, but that may just be because the wheels are off the ground.
So it's still flashing an engine light, and it's a vac warning for, yeah, a lot of these hoses are thrashed. And luckily, there's millions of them. You know how we're rejoicing that this was like a lot easier than the 4th gen Golfs? Well, down here, it's down there. There's that guy. It's not even focusing on it because it's so buried. How do you get to that? How do you get to that in there? Now it's hunting at idle. You hear it? It's going.
It could have adjusted its idle mixture to allow for the air leak, and now it's wrong.
There were a lot of air leaks. Yeah, let's just zoot around and see if it self-heals. Goes pretty good for a 2-litre. I think it's because it's got them 6 speeds, so each gear's just and it's over with. Yeah. It's spicy. Oh, that was pretty good. I think that's as good as it's getting. That was pretty good.
Basically, I had some leaky vac hoses, but so many of them, and they're all completely chewed out and rotten all at the exact same time. I mean, compared to the Mercedes, mate, this is a really simple Euro car. This is meant to be the everyday, daily driver Euro car. James's wife has picked up this Tiguan. It's a TSI full red edition. All I know is that the more red the letters are, the more bing bang bomb it is. It's got a turbocharger and a supercharger. Now we're dealing with complicated nightmare territory. I mean, it's super nice, like really, really nice. Love that it's manual. It was like a big requirement for us, as she loves manual and wants it. And she always wanted to try a Euro car. James is always discouraged at being like, they're great until they go wrong, and then the nightmare begins. And I'm here to declare that the nightmare has begun. There's some sort of boost leak issue or something. One of the hoses is going wonky. James has been troubleshooting this thing for weeks, and he can't really figure out. He's replaced things, he's swapped things. It's he's just chasing this dragon. Whereas like his wife's old X-Trail, of which James still has one of, put up with everything and just shrugged it off. It was a way simpler car. I mean, you know, the Japanese know how to just build them simple. I mean, they did, you know, now even Toyotas are unreliable. But she is actually contemplating, do we fix it and trade it in while it's still running? I mean, she's only had it for about 3 weeks, and it started playing up immediately. Immediately. And James just shook his head, just like, oh, because it is nice, but damn. Well, you're gone. You should have gotten a Corolla. You should have just gotten a nice, simple Corolla, mate. And just, you know, they never go wrong and they never need anything. Well, my Corolla does. Every car is terrible. That's the thing. If it's a car and it's a working machine built by humans, it's gonna let you down no matter what. Well, another good mate of mine needed to borrow a car. His car is being repaired under insurance. Insurance is almost like a scam nowadays, where they're not even offering him a loan car, so him and his family don't have another car, so it needs to have 4 doors. Gaz has got Bruce too as well, because his car's getting like rolled for 4 months under insurance. My mate needs to use the Corolla, and it currently sounds like this.
Yeah, this is the sound it makes.
The whole interior is just humming. That's what it does when it's a little bit cold. Stupid thing. Oh yeah, that's where my sunnies were.
Yeah, I'm suspecting the engine mounts have completely gone, because the engine, you know, 4-cylinders aren't, you know, they don't tend to be very smooth anyway, but when it vibrates in the engine bay, it's causing this cheap 90s interior to just sing and hum and buzz and rattle. And also the tie rod end's completely gone, so the wheel shakes and rattles, and it actually feels genuinely dangerous. And also we finally have to change the oil, which I didn't want to do. I wanted to just keep that oil in there because it's funny, but if it's going to a mate, it's got to be mint.
So amazingly, the Corolla has never been on the lift. I've never seen underneath this car yet. Ah, crap. Needs new tires already. Right, inside scrubbed out. Oh, good, they both are. Oh, it's definitely on this side.
You think it's this side?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's very obvious.
I think it's a wheel bearing.
Oh, good. Wheel bearings are serious, because when they give up, the wheel gives up.
It's a tie rod at the rack. Yeah, they don't need more investigation. Hey, the boot's stuffed on there too, so it's probably just got dirt in there and worn out.
It definitely has warped rotors as well. Like when you touch the brakes, it's... I love this dingle arm arrangement back here. Wow. I haven't seen this before.
Yeah.
The double dingus. No, triple dingus. There's a third one.
Adjustable toe on the rear. It's nice.
Wow. The joys of a South Australian car though. Like not a lick of rust. Nothing. Oh, this looks like wrecker parts here. 194?
Maybe.
Because it looks a little bit newer than the other bits. I'd have to talk to my mate because he owned this as his first ever car, so...
It's got a few little oil leaks.
Sussing the engine mounts.
That one doesn't seem to be a problem.
That one's torn. Good. It's just a typically used, worn-out car. Like, no abuse at all. Except maybe from me. After squatting in the goober's nasty guts, this is a lot more room, I swear. Like, this intake is positively, like, cromulent to get to.
There's a lot of little minor things, like this injector's leaking here, but I'm not going to do anything about it. It's not bad enough to care. It's just noticeable.
Look at these metal parts, man. Metal bits.
Yeah, look at these rubber hoses over here.
Rubber's good.
No, that's been leaking for an eternity.
Corolla stalactites.
It's red coolant.
Ooh.
Not Pepsi, though.
The biggest issue with this thing is that it runs too cold because it doesn't have a thermostat in it, we think.
Yeah, that's right.
We never fixed that.
No.
So that's our steering rack, yeah?
Steering rack hidden up in there, but this is, the end of it.
That boo, people just see like, oh, it's just a piece of rubber. Without that, these parts die very quickly.
Yeah.
Dirt and grime, and you saw what the Nutella did to the goober, right? Like, sand's worse. Even a little bit of play like that down the steering wheel, it adds up, and it turns into a lot of slop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, good one.
I reckon I can see someone's marks where they put vice grips on.
Thankfully, being such a common car, you can, like, pretty easily get these. Oh yeah, the old one's heaps crunchy looking. Ah, very nice. Yeah, new rotors. They're gonna be rusty in no time. I wanna see these crusty boys.
Oh yeah, that's crusty.
Whoa!
Wow.
Whoa! It's like sunken, like, wreck sort of looking. It's actually getting a hairdo going.
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
That's really bad.
I'm happy to have seen it. I hope that's the best one.
More than 50% larger than it started out.
Yeah, it's huge now.
Yeah.
We've got embiggened spark plugs. Oh, this one's fighting back.
Yeah, this one is.
It's getting chewier as it's coming out.
Oh, it's getting easier again now.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it's the good kind of easier. They're all like that.
Yeah, well, at least it's consistent. Been a while since I've seen some really fugly plugs. The car was going.
You want to see? That's what a good one's supposed to look like.
Oh, it's going to take so long to get all of that back. Oh, look how much catching up to do this one has. Hey? Oh, it's swole. These are swole ones.
You're not meant to do that. I'm getting nothing.
Oh, that's not good.
I mean, it's possible they have some magicness in here. I don't know.
Oh, it wasn't down a cylinder.
No, it wasn't. But it was rattling around a lot, and that's what made me think of doing leads. And if it is down on a cylinder, then it will be rattling.
We'll check another lead then.
Yes. Oh, that one's... Yeah, okay. That's got something.
Okay, so yeah, the leads are bad.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, good check then.
But yeah, that other one is bad then, so we need leads.
Wow, you sprung for the super sports ignition leads. This is such a sports car. Woof, look how rough the casting is on these. They just goo them up and send them out. They're so gross looking.
They only have to reach.
New parts aren't nice. How hefty is the old mount?
It's not as obvious when it's off the car.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's not great. Balance. It's it pulls down really easy.
Yeah.
So that was just sitting right against the bottom the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nah, that looks way better.
Yep.
Yep, and that's what an engine mount looks like. We'll see how much smoother it is now. Oh, that's so much better. But to conclude, when these cars are working properly, they're sublime. You see why people rave about them, why people wear hats and shirts with the brands on it and whatnot. And a lot of these cars are worth saving. That's why I didn't mind doing that for the Golf. So I'm, keeping that car. But I can totally see why a lot of people are just kind of ditching these things and getting something that's just way simpler. The most reliable car in my fleet, honestly, it's been the hands of many friends, helping them out all the same. My Frog, the Nissan Leaf. And it's the quietest out of all the cars and the most comfortable with the most rolling torque and shoots off the I'm sorry.